Honorable Speaker, sir, my colleague Smriti Irani ji, members of Parliament and very senior members of the media and invited guests, Secretary General. I'm very honored to be here and to be talking to you on March 8th. I'll start with a word of open praise for the Speaker. Two things he consciously does in the House, which are worth mentioning, and I'm sure every member of the Parliament would agree with it. Just as he takes care that, not patronizingly, but just as he takes care that every backbencher gets an opportunity, he stands up to say there should be a woman member given a due place. That's not patronizing. That's giving the right opportunity. On that, I've always found Honorable Speaker makes that one little extra effort which makes him stand out as somebody who works to reason. And that is why working women, members of Parliament, understand that here's the Speaker who understands what it is to empower a woman. Empowering a woman is not to patronize her, but to give her that opportunity which is deserving for her. And that principle is applied practice. All of us can see it, we recognize it, and I particularly thank Honorable Speaker for it. I also think it's an important time for us all to see what is it that we want to use as ways in which we can empower one another. I hate to use the word struggle, sir, but I think it is necessary for us to recognize that we stand up each time for the use of right language. Most often, without intending to be bad, without intending to be mean, without intending to hurt or harm, we come across language, both in formal engagement and in informal engagement, which are very patronizing, which don't recognize that implicit gender bias. It's said in humor, but that's the one which reinforces the mentality. And that is where I think in lighter tone, in softer tone, and sometimes where it is necessary in tough tones, we might have to make a conscious effort to say language of communication, both formal and informal, has to be gender sensitive. And I know what I'm sure all of you all know what I'm trying to arrive at. In every Indian language, आराम से बात आ जाता है कि महिला का रेफरेंस करते हुए लाइट हार्टेडली, जोकुलरली हम भी उसमें हंसते हैं. मैं इस लड़ाई में एक विषय सामने रखना चाहती हूं कि ऐसे भाषावली का हम एनकरेज ना करें. उपयोग करना दूर, एनकरेज ना करें. That is what is going to make the mindset that we are conscious. अरे, oft quoted Hindi, I'm very poor in Hindi, but I'll use this opportunity. क्षमा करिए स्पीकर साहब. अरे मैं क्या चूड़ी पहन कर बैठा हूं क्या? I don't know in what way it is said. To say, do you think I don't have courage? That kind of an expression, I think each one of us will have to gently say, sorry, avoid it. In each one of our language. I think gentler ways of removing that from the mind of who will use it will help. Another difficulty is, I think even today, we find many of our troubles start in the way terms of engagements happen. आपस में, you may be MP, somebody else may be an MP, they don't know how to deal with you. I'm an MP, you're also an MP, let's talk like MPs. There are times when people are very, अरे महिला है, इसलिए थोड़ा. No, I don't want that. महिला है, ठीक है. I'm also an MP, you're also an MP, let's all be MPs. उसका टर्म्स ऑफ एंगेजमेंट मुझे कैसे इसका विस्तार से बोलना मुझे मालूम नहीं है, बट आई नो, आई एम श्योर ऑल ऑफ यू ऑल अंडरस्टैंड दैट टर्म्स ऑफ एंगेजमेंट इज व्हाट वी हैव टू बी श्योर दैट वी कन्वे. By like the way you talk to another male colleague, you talk to me also. So with ministers, so with officers, so with your colleagues, so with your junior, senior. The terms of engagement should never be because I'm wearing a sari and somebody else is wearing a pant and shirt. It should be both of us are doing similar jobs.